Hello and welcome to today's Crystal Ball reading stream. Crystal Ball reading stream. I'm wearing my cape today. I call this my work uniform. But it keeps me warm. It's very cold here now. So I'm really glad that I have this. So yes, Crystal Ball reading again today. I did pick a bad time for you guys yesterday. Not a lot of you could make it, so I'm just hoping that more of you can make it today. And yeah, we can get a little bit of a busier stream going on, which will be nice. But I do have the same cards as yesterday. So if you were here yesterday, we do have the same cards. Our Monstera is doing very well, playing our music today. So I'm very grateful to her. Yes. So let's see who's in. Tam, hello. Sid, hello. And AA, hello. Sid, I'm very happy with the amount of streams you've managed to get onto lately. That's really great. Really nice to see you. Pooja! Yes! I picked a good time for some of you. Okay. So Tam says hello to everybody, which is nice. And Sid as well. I'm very well, Sid. I hope you are well. I hope you are all well. Yes, I'm still saying Happy New Year to those who I have not said it to yet. Wow. There's still going to be a few people I haven't caught up with yet, and is it the 4th of January now? I think it might be the 4th. Yes. But we will all catch up, and I'm wishing you and blessing you for this new year. Always, always. Sending positive energy. Sid says, sorry, why? Oh yeah, so we can get straight into questions. That's great. So specific questions for the crystal ball as always. If you are new, I am Venus and this is Secret Frequencies, and we do readings like this all the time. We do crystal ball, pendulum, tarot, flower reading, bone reading, just tons of different types of readings. Some we haven't done for a while, like past life, candle wax reading, starseed reading, things like that, that we are going to pick up and get back into eventually. So do stay tuned for that. And as always, my information is in the description of the video. If you want to suggest a stream, if there's a stream that you're missing that we used to do, you can suggest it and I will consider that. But I will say that this month there's going to be a lot of bone reading. So we'll do a members bone reading, and we'll have a bone reading for subscribers too. That'll be coming up. I'm excited about that because I have more bones to share with you. I have more bones. And I should talk a little bit more about my trip to Haworth, where you guys already know that I got my haunted dolls from there. But you haven't seen my new bone collection yet. So honouring the animals, particularly deers that actually passed in that area. And they're very rare type of deers to that area. So having some bones from them is very sacred. I feel very blessed to have received them. And yeah, so bone readings, one to definitely look out for if you haven't had it yet. But yeah, we will get into, let me go over the cards if you weren't here yesterday. We have Dragon, which we're really getting into the Dragon. I had a one-on-one sound healing session today with a very lovely client from here in the UK. And we did connect with a dragon, and he didn't know that I had just started to connect with dragons myself. So it's very synchronistic. Love cards we have. Love and Light, Sufi Wisdom, Akashic, and Yin Yang. I'm really enjoying the Yin Yang ones. Actually feel drawn to put my Yin Yang ring on, so I'll be one moment. okay. So I did get this from Haworth, the same place where I bought the Dragon and Love and Light cards. And it's a little yin yang ring, but it's actually, it tells the time as well. It's very cute. It has a clock in it, if you can see. So it's really cute. But I love the yin yang, as some of you know, as you already wear a small yin yang. But now I have this one. So, but yes, let me get into questions. We'll talk a little bit more on the bone reading stream. So don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. I might take a moment to share it in a second, so it might buffer, but let me get through a few of your questions first. So Sid says, I saw a white cross flashing like 6 times in my room in the air. What was this? Okay. This was angel energy that's working with you at the moment. And yes, I'm well, guys. I really hope you guys are well. AA says, Ash's thoughts for me today. I'm not getting much. Maybe this hasn't been a lot of thought about you yet today. I'm not really picking that up. Mr. Blue, hello and welcome. Kevin. Sid, will my new Archangel H talk to me today or tomorrow? Feels more like in 2 days. Feels more like in 2 days' time. Tom says, will my mom be okay? She has been in the hospital for 9 days now. Oh my, I'm so sorry to read that. So I can keep your mother in my prayers as well, my personal prayers and meditations. As always, guys, if something serious is going on, I will ask my own prayers and meditations. So, but let's see. Will she be okay? The energy is kind of like this. It's kind of like there's definitely going to be something that may be long term, that may last, but it does feel like how can I say, maybe it can be managed, maybe it can be worked through, if that makes sense. But it does feel like there's going to be something long lasting from that, unfortunately. Jasmine says, yesterday someone with Phil's wife's first and last name requested to follow me on Instagram and then she deleted it. What was this about? Okay. Yeah, so she was checking out your profile, supposed to be secretly, and accidentally clicked that. Mr. Blue says, Happy New Year, wishing you all of the best for 2026. And same to you. So it's only been 4 days of 2026, but I'm already having a fabulous time, already feeling really great, connecting with some clients I have not connected with for a while, and feeling very positive about the upcoming year. AA says, any card for me not doing good, and I'm really sorry to read that. Let's do you a love and light. So this is for AA. It says, connecting with the living water. The sea belongs to him. He made it. His hand forms the dry land too. So him is referring to, I know we're talking in the masculine energies, but him is referring to God, the universe, the creator, source energy, however you perceive it, whatever your perception is. But connecting with living water. So, it's really important to connect with the elements. Earth, fire, air, water. That's why I do recommend things like grounding for the air, for connecting with houseplants or petrified wood. For fire, I do suggest chatak, candle gazing. For water, I do suggest it's very simple water meditations I can suggest, but being around bodies of water can really help. A lot of us will go to like a park or a forest for a walk, but sometimes we need that body of water around us to really help us cleanse us or give us clarity. Water is very clearing. It brings a lot of clarity, you know. And I've missed an element. Yes. So connecting with the air, I feel like, you know, the wind and the air is very, very important. It goes with the great magnet, the magnetic pull of the earth's energy. And when we just sit out sometimes, the weather isn't great, but we sit out and we just let the wind play with our hair. You know, the wind longs to play with your hair, but you put your hood up, you put your hat on, you know? Sometimes you have to just let it out, let the wind go through your hair or just cross your skin, things like that, you know? Um, so yeah, but connecting with water specifically for AA right now. Um, and that might bring you some clarity on what you're not doing good on as well. If you want me to suggest a specific water meditation, that's okay. Mohammed, how does Sophia feelings towards me now? It's very out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. And very interesting. Just as I was talking about water with AA, we now have it's begun to rain. I've just begun to hear the rain. So that's very interesting. Like that. Made it rain. So Sid says, was the boy I had a vision of who astral travelled in my dream last night? And if so, why? Yes. And he's seeking some kind of help, some kind of healing, some kind of guidance from you. So what I would suggest is, even, you know, whether it's in a dream or whether it just comes to you in waking life, if you feel like you have guidance or a suggestion for him or just any message that might come through, just put it out there. Just think in your mind that it's for him and put it out there. You're probably going to be intuitively guided to a specific message for him, but it might just be healing energy. It might just be being in happiness and positivity and sending energy to him. It could be as simple as that. Kevin says, when will I meet Tanya again? I'm guessing about a month for that, maybe 3 weeks to a month. Mohammed says, how my love life in 2026. Okay, so I don't, like I always say, guys, I don't do such broad readings like that. It's specific questions for the crystal ball, because a love life reading of 2026 could be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long, and I don't have that much time to spend with each person. So can't do a full love life reading for the whole year for anyone on stream. If you do want a more in-depth reading that goes into, you know, this current chapter, the upcoming chapter, the whole year, things like that, my website is in the description of the video. It is secretfrequencies.com/shop. That's secretfrequencies.com/shop. And it has everything I do there: Reiki, cleanses, all different types of in-depth readings if you want more in-depth, and also spells like love and money. You can have spells from me as well, or manifestations you might call them, white magic. So yes, everything that I offer is on my website, very reasonably priced, so do go ahead and check that out. You may not want it right now, but you may want it in the future. You may want to keep me in mind. But if you're new, guys, I'm Venus, this is Secret Frequencies, and I do tons of different types of readings, but today is Crystal Ball. We have Crystal Ball reading with some Oracle cards as well, which I'll go back over the Oracle cards in a little while. But let's do a love card from Mohammed anyway. We'll still pull you a love card. So there we go. You have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So in this current chapter, the person who's coming to you in the love path, maybe as you're requesting for the year, maybe it might be a little bit longer than the current chapter, but it will be someone you've had a past life connection with. So there might be that instantaneous click. You may feel like you've known each other before. There may be a lot of the chemistry could be there right away, you know. So that's one to have. But with past life relationships, we do sometimes have those lessons, you know, lessons to learn. So do bear that in mind as well. There could be some lessons there. I mean, there's lessons in everything in life, so You know, we can't avoid that. We should embrace that, you know? AA says, how does Ashok think about me? Okay. I would say mostly it's kind of like intrigue. Like, I'm feeling like maybe I want to get to know you on a bit of a deeper level. I'm feeling like you're on my mind a little bit and contemplating you. It's kind of intrigue, I would say. Don't forget to like the video, guys. If you are new, I'm always behind in the chat. Don't spam any questions. Don't double post your questions. I will get to you when I can get to you. It does take time. If you are super urgent for a question answered, you're very welcome to send a super chat. But otherwise, you can just wait until I get to you. Super chats and super stickers are greatly appreciated, but most of the streams are free, apart from the additional member streams. So yeah, that's optional. Optional. So Sid says, are my spirits taking a break from speaking to me because of interference? They usually talk to me every day. Okay. Yes, they feel like you're having too many anxieties and worries that are interfering with the messages. They they are worried about you being worried. They don't want you to feel negative or feel like you're getting negative messages. So they kind of want to take a bit of a step back right now. They're still there, though. Still looking over you. Mr. Blue says, am I in the right job for me? Okay. For the current moment, I get yes. I see an ascension. I see like a slightly upward trajectory, moving to something new and better eventually. And it does feel like it will be this year, but it doesn't feel like it will be super soon. At the moment, it just, you know, even when we're not in the place we're always going to remain, like I said, there's lessons and everything. So where you are now is good for you for your current lessons, but eventually you will level up on your back path. Mohammed says, how does Lulu feelings towards me now? Okay. There's a bit of missing you. There is kind of thinking of you from time to time and a bit of missing you, yes. Sid says, will I get interference today if I use my pendulum? I guess a yes. Kevin says, what spiritual techniques or gifts my spirit guides want me to focus on or use? Yeah, I am getting lucid dreaming and astral projection. And I know we spoke about that. We spoke about that on a recent stream. I think it was yesterday. So yes, but that is coming through. I do think you're going to master that eventually. Jasmine, what are my guides suggesting I do to fix my pinky toe issue? Oh my. Are you okay? Your pinky toe? Oh my. It's interesting, the thing that's coming through here is iodine. Like, iodine is coming through very strongly, but I'm not getting much more of a message for than iodine. So that's interesting. And I hope your toe is okay, but I would definitely say resting as well. You know, not resting, not maybe not putting pressure or not doing too much on that area, you know. But iodine for some reason is coming through. I can't see any card for romance. So we did pull you a love card. Let's do a dragon and see what we get. Maybe might link to love, but oh, and you do. This is interesting. I pulled this for someone today, and I have shuffled, so it's interesting that you get this too. And it comes out on top, and it actually does link to love. So it's very interesting. Rose pink dragon. Um, Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Rose pink dragon. So you are specifically getting a love message there, so that's interesting. Especially considering and that's come out on top again for you. Mr. Blue says card for me too. Let's do, for Mr. Blue, let's do, should we do Akashic or Yin Yang? I'm wondering, should we do Akashic or Yin Yang, I would say. Okay, so we have 8 detours, divine intervention. So this is like the lightning bolt of the Akashic deck, actually. This is why I like the Yin Yang deck, because it's very broad and informative, like the Akashic deck, I feel. And this is it is suggesting a lightning bolt moment. So what happens here is there's a moment that's there's some control. So it could be like, you know, if we lose our job, or if someone walks out of our life, or it's not always a negative thing. It can be a very positive thing, but it's big change that you can't control. It kind of happens to you rather than you manifesting it, you know. But whether it's negative or positive in the beginning, the path it leads you onto is for your higher good. So sometimes it feels negative, like if we lose a job or lose a friend or something, we feel like it's so negative, I'm so hurt. We go through these emotions, but the path eventually that we're led on is for our greater good, it's for the higher good, and that's what this card represents. Yeah, so detours in some way because you can't control this external situation that you can't control. But for this, I would say my message is always look out for the angel numbers, because when this moment is coming, you get 555, or you see the fives a lot with angel numbers. So that might be a bit of a warning, at least. If it's something out of control, we can at least have a warning that's coming, which is the 555 angel numbers. So hello and welcome if you are new. I am Venus, this is Secret Frequencies, and today is Crystal Ball. So specific questions for the crystal ball, not what's coming in my love life, what's coming this year, nothing that's too broad and open. I can't do a full in-depth reading with anyone on stream. It's specific questions, so everybody gets a chance, you know. And I will go back over the oracle cards in a moment. But yes, if you're new, I do appreciate if you leave your full name and date of birth. It helps me to connect with your energy. But if you don't want to put that, I will still answer your question. It just may not be as accurate if I'm not fully connected to you, that's all. So Sid says, why was my ex Alex in my dream last night? And why did we get back together? And then I remembered Anne and I had betrayed him and felt bad. What did the stream mean? Do I need a full reading on this? Okay. A full dream interpretation might benefit you simply because it's something that's coming up a lot and you don't seem to be able to shake. But it seems to be less about Alex as a person, and it seems to be more about your worries of getting into a physical relationship in the physical realm and how that would affect N in the future if you decided to get into a physical relationship, you know, because N will always be there for you, and his message is kind of about, even if you did choose to have a physical relationship in the physical realm, I would still be a guide for you, I would still be there for you, I would still be a friend. And I think that your betrayal is a feeling of guilt, is that your own worries about this kind of thing. So maybe that's in depth enough, maybe that's enough information, maybe you do not need a full reading on that. Or there might be something, you know, you're thinking back to exes quite a lot. So there might be something you need to do more about your forward momentum, focusing forward and moving forward, because we always need to be moving forward, especially now that we're in this new year. Mr. Blue says any, so I will give you a Sufi wisdom. There we are. You have Sufi wisdom, and you have heart of the matter. Align life's purpose through the heart. So if there is a situation that comes up, don't, how can you say, like, don't dance around it, you know, don't beat around the bush is the saying, you know, get to the heart of the matter, don't be scared to ask questions, put people on the spot if you need to get to the heart of the matter of some situations, but always still coming from your own heart, So you are still being respectful and considerate, but you're just being, how can I say? You're being respectful and considerate, but you're being firm. You're being firm and kind of in control, if that makes sense. Kevin, how is Priam for Tanya? Are they a good match romantically? Okay. I do get a yes on that, actually. Tam says Acacia card, okay. We have the King of Roses. The King of Roses. So this generally would relate to a very high vibrational male coming onto your path. It's roses, so generally we are looking at the love path. So someone very positive entering your love path, someone who matches your energy and who's already in good energy. So as I keep saying, there's lessons in every connection, every experience that we have. There's always lessons, but this person is grown and has worked on themselves, so the lessons will be easier, more smooth. It's a very positive masculine energy, someone who's really going to resonate with you. Generally it's on the love path, but not always, but it's roses, so most likely it's on the love path. Fire and Water, Happy New Year, dear Venus community. Happy New Year, Fire and Water. It's nice to catch you. And you're actually pretty on time, pretty early, so I'm glad that some people have got the notification. It feels like a better time today, a better stream today. So, I locked the camera. Do you like the video? If you have not liked it already, I greatly appreciate that. And yes, ask away your questions. Sid, was N in the nightmare I had last night about me getting back with Alex? No, I guess a no on that. AA says, how did Asha think about my New Year picture that I posted on Insta? Hope he has seen it. It's kind of like, yeah, he's seen it and it's kind of like thought-provoking, like, should I send a message? Should I say something? So it's kind of like thought-provoking in that way. Fire and Water says, may I have a card of your choice? Yes, let's do Dragon. I'd love to go with the Dragon right now. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Come up on stream. So you have the Silver Lunar Dragon. Bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your casual chakra. So it is a lot about connections, throat chakra connections, and making connections, friends, networking, things like that. But it's interesting to get the Silver Lunar Dragon after the moon last night. Don't know if anybody saw how beautiful the moon was last night, but one of my good friends, subscribers, members, clients sent me a beautiful picture taken on a professional camera of the moon last night. So it was beautiful. I might ask if I could post it because it was very beautiful. A love card for Kevin. There we are. So we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So you just need to trust a little bit more, and it could be a bit of a wait, there could be some divine timing at work, but we need faith and trust to get there, Sadia! Hi Venus, how are you? You look so pretty today. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I need Akashit and Love Life, Akashic and Love Light card. Yes, okay. So for Sadia, we have an Akashic, which is clearing the way. So it's positive to draw this card the right way, although there's still a bit of a message to it. Excuse me, let's get comfortable. So although there's still a little bit of a message to it, so we have your dreams and manifestations are represented here by this house. You are this lady, you're trying to get to this house on this horse and carriage, but there's a tree in the way. But this man is here as an axe. He's going to clear the way for you. So what's suggesting is that your dreams and manifestations are very much in reach. You can see them, but you need help clearing the way. So whether that's from a caster, you know, whether it's like a spell or energy work or something like that, or whether it's like advice from a friend, help from a friend, an acquaintance, business partner, you know, something like that. It's just accepting help from someone. You're not going to get to your dreams and manifestations fully on your own. You need a little bit of help clearing that blockage. So do accept help, do seek help. If you feel like you're blocked, do not be afraid to reach out to people. There is someone to help you. And love and light, you said love and light as well. So here we are. We have gentleness is the path of peace. The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. So of course, as always, like I say, when we have the Lord, perhaps it is your God, the universe, source energy, however it manifests to you. If you want to call it God, if you want to call it the divine energy, the source energy, you know. But gentleness is the path of peace. So it's just asking you to remain in your gentle, kind energies, and that you are being guided, you are on the right path, and it is going to happen for you. What can I say? Any card for finance in January? Finance. So maybe we're good for a Keshak or Yin Yang for that. Let's see. I say Yin Yang. Oh, Venus, it's me. Venus and offer. That's very interesting because, again, Venus, goddess of love. You're getting a love card again, you're getting a rose. So you ask for finances, but it seems a bit more like maybe your love path is coming more into play than your financial path right now, because you're getting more love messages come through. You've had a few love messages come through. So let's see if we can get something more linked to finance. Let's see if we can get let's do a Sufi and see if we can get something a little bit more. Speak out. Communicate and solve the conflicts. So speaking out in relation to finances, it's more about, you know, you really needing to put yourself out there, sell yourself, look out for the opportunities, keep applying for the opportunities, make sure you're the one taking all the action, not relying on anybody else to see you or headhunt you or, you know, recommend you. It's really about you pushing and pushing and pushing to get what you want. So you might feel like you're pushing against the tide for a little bit, but you will get that eventually. Sid says, I have a new pendulum coming that is charged with full moon energy, and it stops evil spirits coming through. Will it be accurate, and if so, what percentage accuracy? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting 90% on that one, so it does seem to resonate with you quite a bit. A yin yang for Kevin. Comfort zone. Self-knowed and clinging. Okay, so when we're getting clinging in the comfort zone, it's generally telling us that maybe we are spending a little bit too much time in our comfort zone. I like to say that my comfort zone is being outside of my comfort zone, you know? When I'm doing new things, trying new things, pushing myself, that is when I feel comfortable. So I would say maybe if you do feel a little bit like you're going with the motions, you're kind of being very much in your comfort zone, push yourself out of that a little bit, whether that includes, you know, again, like Mohammed had, selling yourself, putting yourself out there, reaching out to other people, and pushing yourself out there for opportunities. But yeah, stepping outside of your comfort zone seems very needed at the moment. Mohammed says that's all. Happy New Year 2026 for you all. Happy New Year for me. You're very, very welcome. And thank you for saying Happy New Year to the whole community. I greatly appreciate that. I wish everybody a blessed 2026. So yeah, guys, if you haven't looked at the video, I really appreciate that. City, do I need Nali and Allah on my third eye of Reiki? Maybe. It might be safe to do an hour. I think you might be okay with half an hour. You could try half an hour and see how you feel. You might be okay with half an hour. Kieran says that how will be my friend Nene's father's health in the coming days? Okay. So it's not looking great, but it does seem like there's a little bit of improvement coming, slight improvement in the coming days. So this is when will my fairy side come back? Yeah, within a few days. Within a few days, you're not going to have that gone for very much longer. Jasmine says, what did the dream mean that I had this morning? Where it was like I was giving a selection of guys to date, and they seemed pretty wealthy and prestigious. 3 of them were picked out for me. Very interesting. Very nice. Yeah, so the wealth and prestige element of this dream. So I'm not saying that the person won't be wealthy. It's very possible that you can connect with someone who is wealthy, but what it seems like, the wealth and prestige is symbolizing their high vibrational energy, like where they're at in themselves. It's like abundance of self, abundance of growth, abundance of spiritual energy as well, you know, like maybe they're not super spiritual in the way that we are, but that they've worked on themselves. They're a high energy, and the selection is really interesting because it does seem like you will have a few different opportunities come up. Like it's not going to be one person that's going to come into your life, you're going to get together and that's going to be it. It does seem like there might be dating a little bit, you know, throughout the year perhaps, or something like that. But yeah, so I'm just definitely no message that they won't be wealthy. Material wealth, very possible, but does seem to represent the high energies, like where they're at energetically, mostly. But yeah, having choice, definitely having choice does seem to be coming up. Kieran says, how January month for me in terms of finances, okay? It seems mostly steady. There's potential of a little bit of a step up at the end of January, but it seems pretty steady. Sufi wisdom for Kevin. Union love. Embrace the beloved within your heart. So a lot of us are getting these messages right now. I think that 2026 is going to be quite high in love energy. So make sure you keep your heart chakras balanced. Make sure you're extending that love energy to your friends, your family, your pets, your plants, everything like that, you know? Extend your heart energy, keep it flowing, and love energy will eventually come back to you because it always does. Fire and Water says, I feel like applying for SN intake assistant for an online mental health clinic. Is this a good option for me and will I get the job? Yeah, I see really positive energy around that. It seems like quite a high prominence of that. Like I would say over 70, maybe even 80% prominence of that. So it seems like a good fit. Kieran sees Akashic, of course. So you have the initiation and the Count Saint Germain, which is another one. A lot of people seem to be getting this lately. So it's guidance to be very mindful of your own physical health. If anything comes up, no matter what it is, however small the symptoms are, make sure you're getting checked. You know, going to the correct healthcare professionals or holistic healers, whatever it feels like you need. Whether, you know, if it's spiritually, you know, get the Reiki. Don't hold out. If it's physically, go to the doctor. Don't hold out. If it's mentally, you know, seek the help or the friends or the therapist. Don't hold out. And be very, very mindful and very careful of your physical health at the moment, or all your health, physical, mental, spiritual. But also, there is an energy as well of you having healing energies. So you might actually have healing energies in terms of being a healer, like Reiki or anything like that. But it could be simply you are a shoulder to cry on, you are that friend that really gives good advice, helps people out, but you do have some kind of healing energies within you in some way. Kieran says, Chanel feelings and intentions towards me. It feels positive. I don't feel anything there. And Fire and Water says, I feel like I can help people this way without getting involved in politics. Would that be a step down for me? No. Step down, I do not feel like. Kieran says lyric feelings and intentions towards me. Not really anything, like kind of so-so, kind of indifferent, like you're okay. Not really much in terms of feelings towards you, I'm not getting. Kevin says, will there be someone new long-term connection come my way soon? If yes, when? Yeah, and it actually does feel like it could be before the middle of the year. It does feel like it could be before the middle of the year. Kieran, Nene's feelings and intentions towards me. Positive and supportive, I would say. I'm getting positive and supportive. Samina, hello and welcome. I hope you are well. So, guys, I do always ask you to be very respectful. Leave a few, let a few people ask a question before you ask another one. If you ask too many questions and you're kind of hogging the chat, I will skip you. I am going to just do that because I think it's unfair on other people. So please, if you're noticing that someone else, you, give some more people a chance, please. I rarely ask you to just respect the other people in the chat. So Samina says, Asan current energies and next actions towards me, no contact situation. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling any contact come up in this current chapter. I'm not really feeling much, so I'm sorry to give the negative answers. I don't really want to give. Jasmine thinks so. This profile was actually his wife. Why doesn't her profile picture look okay? Yeah, it's definitely a different account. It's definitely not a main account. It's definitely not a main account. Kieran says love light card. Yes. So we have face your future with boldness and strength. As soon as I pray, you answer me. You encourage me by giving me strength. So face your future with boldness and strength, asking you to be a bit more forward, a bit more bold, a bit more out there, putting yourself out there again. A lot of us here getting messages of stepping into not necessarily a leadership role, but being very decisive and clear about what we want, and really putting ourselves out there, selling ourselves, I would say, is something that's really coming through right now for a lot of us. A lot of us are getting heart chakra energies and really selling ourselves. So that's very nice. And it could bring a lot of positive opportunities in love and work. Mary, what is the reason for my anxiety with me? Romantic interest. I'm unsure of what you mean. So do you mean that your romantic interest has anxiety towards you, or you have anxiety towards them? I'm really sorry, Mary. I would love to answer your question, but I'm not 100% on what you mean, so I can't do it. Samina says what chakras I need to work on. Sacral and throat. Sacral and throat is coming through for you. Sacral is quite unbalanced. Throat chakra is a little bit blocked. Kieran says current energy of my root chakra. It's just unbalanced. There's no negative energy there, but there is imbalance there, I'm sorry to say. If you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. If you are new, I am Venus and this is Secret Frequencies. We are doing crystal ball reading today, so do feel free to ask specific questions for the crystal ball, and I will go back over the cards that we have now, because it's been a while since I mentioned them. So we have Dragon. Oh, it's too bright for you to see. We have Dragon. Ah, I dropped it. We have Dragon. We have Love. We have Love and Light, which is more like angelic messages. We have Sufi Wisdom. We have Akashic, which is quite broad tarot, like the tarot, like the traditional tarot kind of. And then we have our Yin Yang Oracle as well. So Kevin says, when will I start feeling actually better health-wise? Okay. I'm guessing like 5 to 6 weeks. 5 to 6 weeks if you're keeping up positive routines. Marry, Acacia card for my next partner and energy towards me. Okay, let's see. The Acacia cards are quite bold, so let's see if it does give us. Oh, okay, you're getting Akashic Field, the Akashic Field. So the One of Forces. So this is really representing you stepping into a chapter of your life in this, and it's nice to get this for the new year. Stepping into a chapter of your life where you're connecting more to what is my correct path, what are the right decisions that I need to make. You know, it's a lot about having opportunities open to you because you're seeing the Akashic Field, all of the opportunities that are available, but also it's about you know, it's opportunities, but it's also being in line. So the decisions that you're going to make, you will be intuitively guided. Maybe your higher self will guide you. Maybe your guides will guide you and things like that. But you're going to be making more of the right decisions now. So it could even be that turn of the karmic wheel if you've made wrong decisions recently. That fate could be turning, and your options. You will have options. You will need to make decisions, but you will make the right ones, and most prominently you'll make the right ones. So it could be about making the right decision about the next partner, since you're asking about the partner as well. Samina says, am I healed or in self-love? You are in self-love. I do feel like you are like really prominent in your self-love energy. I feel like you're really trying with like self-care and trying with just sitting with yourself, loving yourself, accepting your flaws perhaps. But yeah, I would just say like a few chakras to work on there. But that's common, you know. Um, Even people who do healing work need healing work, you know. I get healing work on my throat chakra sometimes, although I'm healing myself and I can do Reiki on myself. My throat is, I'm always talking, of course, and with clients, and every day it's talking and talking. And the throat also links to self-expression. I'm very expressive as well. And because I work with cleansing entities, my throat chakra is often attacked or attempted to be attacked. So yeah, even healers need to work on certain chakras. Um, so yeah, always focusing on those chakras. I'm always keeping ourselves balanced and positive and protected. Kieran says current energy of my heart chakra. I think I just did that one, sorry. Mary. Kieran says, why are there too many jealous people in my friends and family? Oh, sorry, Kieran. Kieran says, why are there too many jealous people in my friends and family? Yes, so it seems to be a lesson that you're here to learn on this life path. You know, a lot of us do have different lessons to learn with certain negative energies, how to navigate them, how they feel, what they're like, you know, I wouldn't say embodying them, but I would say understanding them. Why do people feel this way? What is their emotion towards me? What is their core to me? But also, what is my lesson from this, you know? Because jealousy is kind of polar opposite to being influenced, being positively influenced. Someone could be inspired. Someone could be jealous of something you've done because they wish they had done it. But someone can also be inspired by something you've done and think, oh wow, they've done that, I can do that too. So it's two sides of this coin, and it can be about learning to flip that coin, you know? Instead of people being jealous, maybe they can be inspired by you, you know? And it might be a lesson you need to learn. Samina says, does Asan miss me and think about me? Okay. There is thinking about you from time to time, but I do feel like the kind of missing you energy is very low. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. It does feel kind of like an out of sight, out of mind situation. I'm really sorry to say that. Kevin says any card of your choice. So let me do. I don't think you've had dragon yet. So you might have. You can have two if you have. So here's a dragon for you. I'm just really drawn to them. I'm sorry. So you have golden solar dragon. So you're in the solar energy. Help you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light code activated. Become an inspired leader. This is very resonating with you, I would say, because DNA being reprogrammed is definitely something that I think your Starseed guides have been trying to help with as well. But yeah, golden solar dragon could be a dragon to connect with for masculine energy, that strong power of putting yourself out there that's already come up, and DNA reprogramming, light codes. And if you do decide to step into a leadership position at any point, solar dragon will help you with that. I love connecting with the dragons recently. Samina says, are Asan and I telepathically connected? It feels like you have been in the past. It feels like you're kind of losing that ability. It feels like a kind of a loss of that ability. It feels like it's kind of being lost, I'm sorry to say. It's like fizzling out. Kieran says, why Lyric's not reaching out to me? There doesn't seem to just be too much interest in you or too much interest in speaking to you. It's not like a falling out or a negative kind of energy, but it just feels like focusing on different paths, focusing on different people, you know? That kind of energy. Livia, hello and welcome. She says, hey, beautiful Venus, happy new year. Will I meet Henry this year? Is he the indicated person coming to my life? Okay. Well, happy new year to you. I think you are someone I have not said happy new year to yet. So welcome. I hope your 2026 is serving you beautifully so far. And I appreciate your message. So will I meet Henry this year? Is he the indicated person coming to my life? So I'm guessing a yes to meeting this year, but there does seem to be someone else coming into your life as well. So we are seeing someone else coming in. There's two paths. But yes, there is possibility of him. Yes. Jasmine, since she was checking out my profile, does she know about me? And if so, how did she find out about me? In the past, she kept picking up that she didn't know anything about me. Yes. So it feels like she saw something. It doesn't feel like Phil mentioned you, but it feels like she saw something. So it might have been a message or something like that. It feels like she saw something and she saw your name or something linked to you or a picture or something like that. So she's, I would say, like kind of accidentally. Well, not accidentally because she was looking, but I feel like it's not purposeful from him. It's not like he mentioned you, you know? But yeah, she's kind of figured a little bit of something out there. Mary says, is IJ, my past friend, going to try to speak to me in the future? Yes, I guess a yes on that. AA says, thank you. Love you, Venus. I love you too. Love, lights and blessings. It's always a blessing to have AA on stream. I feel like we match up our times pretty well. You're on stream quite often, which I appreciate. Samina says, am I receiving or picking up Asan's or Shob's energy? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So Shob is coming through more strongly. It feels like you are picking up that energy. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, but that is coming through. That energy is coming through. Valerie Saucy, hello. Just wondering what Crystal Ball says. I'm moving house, please. I'm waiting on keys. Was told in the new year sometime. Okay, Valerie. hello and welcome. Happy New Year. I think I haven't said Happy New Year to you yet, so it's lovely to see you. But let's check on that. Yes, I'm guessing February. I'm guessing February, so not too long of a wait, but yeah, if it would be sooner, it would be nice. But I am guessing February. Kevin says, is there something specific my soul wants me to do or urging me towards specifically? Okay, so it's a little bit of a tricky question because I'm not, my angels told me I'm not specifically allowed to tell people their life mission and soul purpose. I can dance around it, I can give hints, but I'm not allowed to fully put out like soul purpose or life mission here. So something I cannot speak. Something specific my soul wants me to do or urging me towards specifically. Okay. Yeah, I'm just really getting like travel. I'm really getting reaching new parts of Mother Earth. Like that travel is very, very important. That is really coming up. I know I repeat myself sometimes, but that has come up a few times. Like the video yet, guys? Please do like the video. I greatly appreciate that. The likes on the video, the longer I will stay. So please do make sure you're liking the video. Romance for Mary. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So usually this is about someone you already know or is already in your vicinity in some way. But you're going to begin to connect on a deeper level. Sometimes it's someone we've only seen as a friend or we've only seen as an acquaintance, and then suddenly things get a little bit deeper, a little bit more interesting. So that's a nice one. Oracle card for Kieran. Let's do yin yang for you. Toxicity, bound, and patterns. So there is some kind of pattern repeating. I feel like a lot of us are getting that our positive karma is coming through soon, but there is something that's still toxic that's still holding on to you. Maybe this is causing the imbalance in your root. Maybe it's a pattern in some way. It can be a pattern with certain people you connect with. Like you were talking before about like jealousy and the people around you. It could be that. It could be transmuting that jealous energy or releasing it, trying to get away from it. Because it does seem like there's some patterns to release. So that really could be part of your lesson here. Releasing those toxic patterns of jealousy around you, negative energy. An angel card for Mary. So we have love and light are our angel cards today. There we are. We have honor your uniqueness. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. So honoring your uniqueness, which I think we always need to do. I'm a very quirky, strange person. I am. I'm sat here cape on. I wear feathers in my hair every day. I'm very self-expressive in a very unique and I don't know, maybe sometimes even cringy way. But I don't care because that's me and that's what I like and that's how I like to put myself out there. And I think honoring your uniqueness is the best thing you can do. Trying to fit in is not the right thing. I think there's fitting in a way where we find the parts of ourselves that do fit in and we amplify them and we connect with them, but not trying. Trying is more like fake energy. Honoring your uniqueness because you will have similarities with people, you will have connections with people who are normal, everyday people or even spiritual people. But our uniqueness is the thing that makes us stand out and the thing that draws soul family to us, the people we rarely need to be drawn to us is, that's honoring our uniqueness. So it says it was skipping a bit. Oh no. Usually when it skips or buffers, it shows me the buffering circle. But lately, I have been getting messages from people that I've been buffering, and it hasn't been telling me I've been buffering, so I apologize. Sash Girl, hello, welcome. Samina says, "What my spirit guide is trying to tell me." Okay, so that's more of So what your spirit guides are trying to tell you is more of a channeled message. So if you do want a channeled message, guys, so membership starts at Great British pounds. You can check your conversion. By the subscribe button, there should be a join button. You can check the prices for that. The tier, the root chakra tier of the membership to my channel is very, very cheap. Even the heart chakra is pretty cheap, keeping them reasonably priced for you guys. And with the root chakra, you get a channeled message every month. With the heart chakra, you get 2 channeled messages every month. You also get extra crystal balls. So what your spirit guides are trying to tell you is definitely more of a channeled message, but we'll do a card for that. So I'll pick you a Sufi, and we'll see what we can get with Sufi. So this is for Samina. Moment. What you are looking for is with you. So they're telling you to be present in the current moment. This is one thing I work with a lot of clients. They're always looking backwards, wanting someone from the past, wanting something from the past, not being able to release cycles or habits from the past. It's these cycles and things that keep coming and keep coming. And I'm just saying, the present moment and the future is more important. You don't have to, there's very many important things from the past to bring forward with us, but it's the negative things of the past that we tend to hold on to, that we really need to release. Stay in the present moment and keep our forward momentum, Livia, what's coming in my professional field? Unemployed, seeking for opportunity. So we'll see. Yeah, so again, more of a broad question that could open a full reading, but let's see if we can see maybe a time that a good opportunity will come through. Of course, keep pushing for opportunities, keep applying, keep trying, but let's see maybe a positive time frame for a good opportunity. The end of March to April is coming up most prominently, but I still think you could get something before that. I still have hope, positive energy, fingers crossed for you, that you could get something before that. That's coming up as a prominent time. Sajka says this Marcus going to visit me in a week. I'm guessing a no. Unfortunately, a week. I'm guessing no. I'm sorry about that. Valerie, can you ask the crystal ball when I'll meet my life partner, please? Okay. It's seeming more like the beginning of 2027, more like the life partner. You might have an experience, like a lesson relationship, a short-term lesson relationship this year before meeting the actual lifelong partner, Kevin, what are Siobhan's thoughts and feelings about me? Does she remember me? Why was my classmate years ago? She was my classmate years ago, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you definitely come into the minds. It seems quite infrequently, but you do come into the minds, and there's definitely a positive energy around it, like thinking back positively. So that seems quite nice. Valerie says, you look so beautiful. Guys, you're very sweet. This is one of those streams where I'm getting a lot of compliments instead of a lot of trolls. It's so nice when we have a nice stream with compliments instead of trolls. I greatly appreciate that. And every single one of your energies that I've connected with so far is very beautiful. I'm sure you guys are all beautiful souls. That's why we're all drawn together, because we're very high vibrational. So I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Samina says, will I get married again this year? No, it doesn't seem like this year. You will, but it doesn't seem to be so soon. Valerie, I'm a single mom, but can you see the type of work I'll do down the road, please? Okay. it seems like putting something creative out into the world. Seems like kind of like a creative endeavor. I feel more like making something and selling it, but could possibly be offering a service. There's a lot of creative energy with it. I feel, like I said, I do feel more like it's something physical that you're selling. But yeah, I see very creative energy coming up for you. Jasmine says, what did this other dream mean that I had this morning about a little girl and she ended up going to my friend's back patio? My friend helped her. Who is this little girl and why do I keep seeing her? Yeah, so this is a little girl who's passed, and it does seem like you're being guided to have help, to give help with passing over. That's how it seems. So your mediumship coming into the dreams. Heponable? When World War III starts? Definitely something I don't want to look into. Oh my gosh, I don't think I want to know it, you know? No, crystal balls do not show me that. I mean, you know, if it has not started already, you know? It's terrible, some of the ways in which the world currently operates certainly need to change, and it's people like us who will help with that. But yes, no, it's not something I want to even think about personally. Samir says, does Shoaib Bangash miss and think about me? Yeah, it seems like a little bit. It does seem minimal, but I do get a yes. Kevin says, what are Samarant's thoughts and feelings about me now? We haven't talked for a long time. This also kind of seems like an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, but there is positive energy surrounding you. There is positive energy, you know, when you are there in the mind, the memories, things like that. It does feel positive. Rain, hello, welcome. I think my chat has glitched because I'm only at Rain. Oh, I had it on top messages, so I might have missed a few people. Let me see. Where does Rain pop in? Oh, there's a lot of messages. Oh no. Okay, the highest I can go up here is Wrath. I cannot read your handle. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Wrath. I'm Rathish from India. Amazing. I love Anu, but she ignored me a lot, but I can't forget her. Is she my soulmate? You're asking, is she your soulmate? There's definitely a soul connection there. There's definitely a past life connection there. You do have a strong connection. I would say yes. Firebird, have Scorpio and Miss W been meeting up in secret over the holidays? I guess a yes on that. Tanya says, I want to protect myself from evil eye. I heard drawing an eye on a garlic clove and putting it in a bag, covering it with salt, helps protect you if you sleep with it under your pillow for 3 days. Is it true? Okay, so there are many different rituals to do, and yes, that can help. I personally would get a protective amulet, because I personally wouldn't want garlic underneath my pillow. You know, I like my room to smell nice and fresh and incensey. I personally wouldn't do that, but yes, it certainly can help if you want to try it. It might work well for you, but I would personally get, like, I don't know if I have a protective amulet close by. Well, I have this. So this is my opal angel. So I use my protective amulets. I use the evil eye a lot. The evil eye protection symbol. I have that on a lot of different things. because I do feel very powerful energy from it. I love it. Oh, you can see if I take this off, you know, we have it here. These kind of things, very, very powerful. I mean, this is perfect. I would put this above your bed, something like this. But if you want to connect specifically with the angels, I use opal usually, opal or celestite, and I have this as my. She's a little bit dirty because she's been around in a ritual with amber resin, so she's a little bit not very clean. But this is an opal angel. I do use this in rituals sometimes or spells, but generally she'll be in my car. She's like blue tacker to my dashboard, and she's my protective angel for my travels. So opal angels, celestite to connect with angels. Black crystals can be good for just drawing out negative energy. But if you want to do specific rituals like that, I'm certainly not against it. Just personally, and I definitely do feel it will help. But personally, for me, I just wouldn't want garlic underneath my pillow. Jazz Mo. Oh no, Jazz M6E. Hello and welcome. Tanya says, is there a possibility of me changing my college next academic year? Like, do you see it happening? Yes, the possibility is it's like 55%, so it's actually most prominent, but it's not. It's still, you know, it's only just the most prominent, so it's still a possibility it won't happen, but it seems most prominent. Yes. Samina says, Sharab want to buy a cell phone. Should I accept his offer? Want you to buy? I don't understand. Want you to buy a cell phone for him? Is this person wanting you to buy a cell phone for them? Just please be more specific with your question. So guys, hello and welcome. If you are new, I am Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. We do readings like this all the time. It takes a while for me to get to your question because I'm behind in the chat, but I'm very happy to stay on for longer, especially if we get more likes on the video. Guys, I think we can get to 30 likes today. I think there's enough people jumping in and out to get us to 30 likes. If you have not liked the video yet, please do like it, and I will stay on for longer and answer more of your questions. So yes, give me a moment. So Jazz, it's going to be between me and my colleague A this month. Initially we did well at the workplace, now slowly getting better. Okay. Yeah, I think your phrase of slowly getting better is definitely correct. It just feels like there's a very slow upward trajectory. It does feel like you will get on eventually. It seems like there's a little bit of maybe a bit of a lesson there, you know, but yes, it will get better. Sahar Biancat? Sahar Biancat? I'm so sorry. If I pronounce your name wrong, feel free to correct me in the chat. But Sahar, I think, is your first name. I want to know about my career and job. I accept the medical exam. So, okay, so accepting the medical exam, let's see. Yes, I guess a yes on that. Firebird says, will anyone be catching or growing feelings for me this year? Yes, certainly. You have one specific person coming through very strongly, but there's two new people coming in. Barry says, how long will it take for me to lost my sticking out tummy with diet and exercise? Okay. I think we're all on that path right now. 4 to 5 months. I'm getting 4 to 5 months. Rarely stick to it though. Rarely stick to it. Samina will Sayab Bangesh expresses love or feelings to me. It seems unlikely. I'm guessing unlikely, I'm sorry to say. Firebird says, what is the purpose of soul contact between me and Scorpio? I cannot give you that. I'm sorry. I can't give people too much information about their soul purpose or life missions. These are some things that we must discover and work out on our own. You might find out, ask your angels in meditation, ask for signs and dreams. There's definitely lessons to be learned between you and Scorpio. There's definitely a soul connection, definitely past life connection, but I cannot give people fully their life mission, life purpose, you know? Fire and Water says, will I lose some of the weight I have gained this year? Can you get any approximation. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like a definite on 5 or 6 pounds being lost. So I'm not saying that you can't lose more than that, but that seems to be like a definite, I would say. Samina says, will there be someone new long-term connection come to my way soon? And if yes, when? Yes, and it feels to be like within the next chapter. So the current chapter is like around 3 months, but I think you're kind of already in it. So I was 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 months with that. So guys, it's getting to an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm just going to stay on for 15 more minutes, I think. Um, someone unliked the video, I think, which is a little bit rude. If we can get any more likes, I might stay on for longer. I really would appreciate it, guys. We do need to boost the channel, and you know, um, I always want to offer readings for free, and I think that the exchange for that is, just liking the video, just being subscribed, just giving some engagement. I greatly appreciate that. So yes. I think I'll probably be leaving in 15 minutes, or unless we get a lot more likes on the video, I will stay for a little bit longer, I think. So Akashic for Rain. Very nice. This is the card we all want. The Queen of Forces, coming into balance in mind, body, and spirit. So if any area feels particularly unbalanced, like your mental health, your physical health, or your spiritual health, do seek out healing, do seek out work on that, or focus on that in any way that you can. But it does seem like you're coming into balance. This is a perfect card, It's stepping into your power, stepping into your divine feminine energy, really stepping into your power. And when I say divine feminine energy, it could even be balancing of the masculine and feminine. It does link more to the feminine, as we have the Queen of Forces, but you could be balancing some masculine energies as well. So it's nice. Fire and Water says, may I have another card of your choice, please? Yes, of course. So let's do a Love and Light for Fire and Water. There we are. So we have pure and unconditional love. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. So this is all about the earth and the fish in the sea. Okay, so it's more about, a lot of us have mentors. So a lot of us have spiritual people in the communities. Maybe we look up to, maybe they give good advice, maybe they, talk about certain issues in the world and we agree with them and we look up to them and they influence us. But this card is more about our realizing that the earth and all of the creatures, the plants and everything on the earth can also be your mentor. That everything on the earth can teach you a lesson, can give you guidance and teach you a lesson. It doesn't have to be a person giving a specific message. It can be as simple as, the music right now is playing through a monstera plant, and I feel like I learn a lesson from that. This is the biorhythm of a plant coming through a musical profile, and that's just so beautiful. And that teaches me about the sentience of plants, and that, plants may not have a central nervous system, but every single thing on this planet has some level of consciousness. And the monstera is singing to us right now, live, and that's just so beautiful, Samina, how does Sayab Bang? So, Sahai said it was for me. What was for you? Oh, you mean were you the one mentioning the phone? Oh no, you weren't. Yeah, I do know what you mean. So can you be more specific? Because as I scroll down and I'm connecting with people, if you're asking for an update or a clarification on something, just be a bit more specific on what you're asking for a clarification on. Samina says, how does Sayo Bangash see me and think about me? I do feel like I do feel like there's attraction there. I feel like mostly the energy is quite platonic, it's quite low, it's not very intense, it's not very prominent, but it's definitely positive and there is some attraction there. Firebird says, what Scorpio's thoughts and feelings for Miss W? It feels more like lust. I wouldn't say love, but I would say lust and a deep care, a deep connection. Ocean says, how is Y feeling towards his girlfriend M? It feels like it actually does feel like the energy's dimmed a little bit. There's a little bit of dimmed energy with that, but there's still a lot of love and care and attention and affection, you know, attentiveness, attraction. There's still a lot of all that energy, but it does feel like it's kind of dimmed a little bit, I would say. Slash girl, is M to visit me within a week? I get like a 20% prominence on this, so there's a possibility there, but it seems pretty low. Guys, we're on 26 likes. If we can get to 30 likes, I may stay for a bit longer. At the moment, I'm planning to stay for 10 more minutes. So, yes. If you have not liked the video yet, please do make sure you like it. And if you are new and your question is far down in the chat, the longer I play, the more likely I am to get to your question. So, yes, please do like the video. I greatly appreciate it. So Sajgal says oh sorry, I read that one. Valerie, what does Spirit want me to know right now? Okay, so again, what Spirit wants you to know is much more of a channeled message. But we work hard for that. So let's do a Sufi for that. I think I have the deck upside down. So Valerie, determination, perseverance leads to fortune. So if you are pushing against the tide, if you do feel like you're really having to, how can I say it? You're coming up to blocks, you're having issues, you're struggling, it's challenging, keep it going. Determination will lead you to fortune. Fire and Water says, I just wanted to say, I miss our conversations. I know we are all fighting our battles in our lives, but I wanted to express my love. That's so sweet. I think it's been a while since I've even suggested a Discord call, so I think I might suggest one for this new year, maybe this month before I go away, because I am going away on the 1st of February. I'll be traveling to America for 3 months, and I will be taking my small crystal ball, some tarot cards, my sound healing instruments. So I will still be doing all of my sessions. I will still be working. I always work when I go away. I will be still doing readings. I will still be streaming, but I will just be in a different location, and I'll show you guys where I am and what I'm up to. But that's going to be very fun and exciting. But yeah, so it will be nice to, I mean, I could do a Discord call from anywhere, so even if we don't manage to plan it for January, we could try to plan it another time. I can still do it when I'm away, but it will be nice to do it before I go away, because it's sooner. But love, light and blessings, fire and water. It's so lovely to catch you, because we never catch each other. Firebird rules. How strong is the telepathic connection between me and Scorpio? Is it tied to a chakra? It is pretty strong because there's connections at third eye, heart, and sacral. It's stronger at the third eye and sacral, but there is a bit of a connection at the heart. Ocean says, may I have a love and light card? There we are. So we get, release your cares to God. Oh, that I have wings like a dove, then I will fly away and rest. So, releasing your cares to God, the universe, source energy, your guides, the earth, releasing your cares any way you can. Trying to remember that sometimes we can release our cares and worries to, especially when we're grounding on the earth, I feel. I release a lot of worries and anxieties that way. And you know, it won't all go away, it won't all just disappear simply by you asking for it, because some of it is something we have to work through, something we have to learn through. But your guides are there to help, and the earth is here to help. The earth is a living being, you know, sentient energy, ancient soul, and yes, I think we do forget sometimes that to ask our guides for things, you know? They may not release everything, but they may lighten your load. Um, and that's Rain. Valerie says, how do I balance out solar plexus chakra, please? I had a traumatic childhood, I'm working on it. Okay. I do have a full article on healing the solar plexus chakra on my website. So Valerie, if you can connect with me off stream, I can't post in the stream unfortunately. When we used to do um, laptop streams before my laptop died, I could comment in the chat as well as be on stream, but I can't comment on this chat. So if you do want the information, so it gives information on foods you can eat for the solar plexus, yoga poses, mantras, um, wearing yellow, of course, is a good one. Being, visualizing yellow and things like that. There's many different things you can do, but I do have a full article on the solar plexus if you are interested in that. So um, I have my Discord, email, and Facebook in the description of the video. So any way that you can contact me, do feel free to do that, and I will send you the article, and it will help with your solar plexus. But you can also get cleansers, you can get Reiki, things like that, which I do as well. If anyone's interested in that, check out my website. It's in the description of the video, and it is secretfrequencies.com/shop. I do Reiki, cleansers, sound healing, I do some one-on-one sessions, some more in-depth readings than we do on stream. I do spells like love and money and things like that. Anything that is one-on-one is more in depth than on stream. So if you do want to check out my website, like I said, it is linked in the description. It's secretfrequencies.com/shop. And it's very reasonably priced. If you are a member, sessions are half price. So if you are a member, message me before you order, because if something is on a member's offer for half price, I will give you a discount code for it. So remember that. Message me before you purchase if you are a member. But yes, so the ways to contact me are Facebook, email, and Discord. Very happy to connect with people off stream. Very happy to answer questions, queries, anything like that, and send you articles or information on things that we have mentioned on stream, like that solar plexus article. So feel free to reach out to me. Carolyn Young says, can I have a reading? So it is specific questions for the crystal ball, but I can pull you a card, so let's pull you a dragon. This is for Carolyn Young. We have the Earth and Air Dragon. Represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So the Earth and Air Dragon, so that's a lot about balance when we have two elements coming into play. A lot about needing to balance in some way. So you will be out of balance a little bit, but you can connect with this dragon energy to get yourself a bit more into balance. So yeah. Firebird says, what Scorpio's intentions with me work-wise? It seems to kind of be keep a professional relationship and a bit of a distance. That's what's coming through right now. Carolyn says, will I be in a relationship? Will I be in a relationship? For Carolyn Young. Yes. So the person you'll meet will come into your life pretty soon, but getting into a relationship will be slow. It'll be slow and steady, but you will meet pretty soon. That's what's coming through. Ocean says a love card. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this could be friends introducing you to new people, saying yes to friends inviting you out, and then you may naturally meet someone new in that experience. And then we also, it can be friends like me or spellcasters or whatever it might be as well, helping you out a bit. And I do hope I have helped you out a bit, and I do see you as a friend as well, so love, light and blessings. Rathesh. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Um, so a card for Rathesh. I'll do your dragon as well because I'm really loving them today. So you have, oh, have another pink dragon. So for Rathesh, Dusty Pink Dragon from Andromeda. Oh my gosh! Prepare all your chakras to embody higher love. Accept and radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. Now, this is really making me want to do a starseed reading again because Rathesh, it seems like you have Andromedan connection. Andromeda is my favorite of all the ETs, all the locations. Andromeda is my favorite. Although in terms of linear time, my Andromeda life is a future life. I haven't actually been there yet. If you think of time as linear, but I'm mostly connected to Andromeda, and I do that manifests in many ways in my actual life. So that's really nice. Maybe we resonate. Maybe me and you are resonating. So Rathesh, the Dusty Pink Dragon with Andromedan energy. I love it. Lee Locke, hello, welcome. Ocean, a dragon card, yes. Dragons. Oh, we have another starseed one. Rain. You have orange golden dragon from Arcturus. Open you to knowledge from the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. So this is really nice. I connect with Arcturians a lot. It's not my personal starseed connection, but most of my clients are most of my starseed clients have Arcturian connection, and that they are highly, highly advanced spiritual beings, and that's the reason why. Because I have highly, highly advanced spiritual beings connecting with me all the time, very drawn to me. But yes, golden orange dragon from Arcturus. Golden orange, one of my favorite colours. Beautiful. Arcturus energy again, making me want to do a starseed stream. Firebird rules says, how strong does Scorpio pick up on my energy? Yes, I would say pretty strong. Samina says, do you see any communication between me and Asan anytime soon? It just doesn't feel soon. I do feel the prominence and possibility of it coming, but it just doesn't feel soon. Rathesh, marriage card for me. Okay, love card for Rathesh. Oh, it says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is all about taking off our rose-tinted glasses. We see really positive things about people, or we see the positive in people and we ignore the red flags. It's so common for empaths. It's like at a distance and in other people's relationships, we can call it out straight away. We're like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. But because we're so emotional, we put our hearts, on our sleeves basically. We can ignore the red flags ourselves. When they're up close, they're difficult to see. So just be mindful, because someone may be coming into your life path who isn't right for you. So you might have someone who isn't right for you coming in first. Be mindful of that. It may be the other person that's coming next that's better for you. Valerie, thank you. I'm happy with the house. I'm moving by beach in a house with more space for the kids. That's beautiful. That's so amazing. So where I am right now, we do live close to many beaches, but on a peninsula. So there's many beautiful beaches here. And yeah, I really think that's a really positive energy to be around. Even in the rain, if you go for a little quick walk with your umbrella, it still looks so vast and miraculous, to connect with that water energy. Yeah, living by a beach or a forest or any element of nature where I'm not completely caved in by other houses, I feel like. I know it's difficult sometimes to live in places like that, but if you're living by a beach, you always have somewhere nice to go at least. So Rathesh says, I love a gal, she come back or not. It seems possible, but it seems very, very distant future. Coming back seems very, very distant future. Carolyn says, what was Christopher thinking when I left his house on Wednesday? I get an energy of wishing I'd been more forward with my feelings and wishing that you would have been there for longer. You haven't seen the house yet. Oh my gosh, you're going to be in for a surprise. I hope it's everything you want, Valerie. Jasmine says, how in the world did this wife find me on Instagram? None of my socials are links at all. I have is my first name on there. Does he even know about my Instagram account? Yeah, it's coming up that he's actually seen it and looked at it as well. That could be something like suggested people or something like that. You know, it might have come up accidentally in that way. It does seem like it's come up on his Instagram. Okay, Sufi Wisdom. Return to joy. Return to joy. So we are here to experience joy. And that's true. We're here to experience a lot of lessons, but I think some people forget that not all lessons are struggles and challenges. Actually, a lot of our lessons are about love and connections and positive things. You learn lessons about positive things here as well, and I think we forget that sometimes. We learn our beautiful positive lessons, you know, about beautiful parts of nature and beautiful people, you know, things like that. So, Valerie, you're very welcome. Thank you, Valerie. Oh, I greatly appreciate the compliment. But it's lovely to see you as well. I feel like we don't connect a lot, but it's nice to connect with you when we have the option, the possibility, the timing. Carolyn says, has there been any shift in Christopher's thinking about a future with me? Not too much. I would say slightly more positive. I would say slightly. Ocean says, how is NASA different person from NASA, different person from Nazi feelings towards Y? Something's a little bit off there. I feel like there's some level of miscommunication at some point. I don't feel like there's total dislike or like disregard, but I do feel like there's a little bit of some feeling a little bit off there. So we are getting to almost an hour and 40 minutes. So if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to do what I usually do as we draw towards the end, which is I'm going to scroll down. If you haven't had many questions answered, or you are brand new and you haven't had any questions answered at all, I'm going to answer them for you. So if you have questions in the chat, even if you're near the end, you're quite likely to be answered now. I greatly appreciate the likes on the video. We've got 30 likes today, which is crazy for me. It's the most I ever get is 30, so if anyone hasn't liked it and wants to beat my record for me, I would greatly appreciate 31. But yes. So I will scroll down. If you haven't had many questions or you haven't had any questions answered, I will answer them. So Olivia says, thank you. You're very welcome. Izzy, when will Ash break no contact? Okay, Izzy. I think about 7 weeks. Sash Girl says, am I going to win PCH Mega Prize? I guess a no on that, Sash Girl, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. Barry says, I love your energy, you hold a lot of spiritual power. I do try my best, you know. I wouldn't say it takes hard work because I love what I do, so I don't feel it's hard work, but it takes a lot of work. I would say it's time consuming, you know, because you have to cleanse a lot more than the average person. You have to, you know, you're connecting with a lot of people. Some of them are very, very unbalanced. Some of them are, you know, it's all different ends of the scale. It's some people who are very, very broken and they need that help. And then there's people who are very, very high energy, but they're not trusting themselves that they're at that level and you need to kind of push them. So it's really nice to have the variety of people. It's also a reason why my prices are very low as well, because, you know, compared to a lot of people online, very high prices for sessions. I'm to help people who are struggling a little bit more. So it's a bit, you have to have reasonable or low prices to help people who are struggling a bit more. And I do feel like I'm drawn a little bit more to that. If you're not struggling and you just want readings, you just want a little bit of a boost, still very happy to help you. I love you all. But yeah, particularly drawn to those people who really need it. And it's a lot of work, but I love it. Torio, hello, welcome. Larry says he started painting again. I would love, guys, if you have any creative outlets, if you sell anything online, if you have your own like little businesses or anything like big businesses, I would love to look at them, share. I had a client a very long time ago, years ago, who was making themselves, and I did buy one from them, and I have been using that for bow reading. So I've had that for a very long time. It's from a client. It's an Apollo wand. It's very beautiful and wooden, very simplistic but beautiful. And you will have seen that if you've been on bow reading streams. That was made by a client of mine. So I do support my clients as well. If they put their creative endeavors out there and I feel drawn to, I will purchase things from them. It's all about exchange, and supporting each other as well on the journey. So, yes. Have a lovely evening. I will. I hope you do too. Tori says, what is the meaning if you keep seeing the same name pop up all the time? So the same name. So I would be intrigued to know the name, because sometimes it's the name of someone who is coming towards you and you need to be mindful of them coming towards you because they're going to be an important part of your life. But sometimes if it's like kind of a very ancient traditional name in some um, culture or area of the world, it can sometimes have a meaning, like for example, so my name is Venus Safaric. If Safaric kept coming up to you, it could mean that you're coming to connect with me, but it could also mean that you're being drawn to travel, because Safaric means traveler, you know? So it does depend on the name. Someone's unliked the game. That's not fair. We had 30 before. Alice says, hi Venus, I hope you are well. Could you please ask you if Barbara will message me to go walk her dog tomorrow, and how is she feeling towards me? Okay. Hello and welcome, Ella. Happy New Year. I think it's the first time I've seen you since the New Year. So sorry to catch you just as I'm jumping out, but let's check on Barbara. Feelings towards you do seem quite positive. I'm not getting full confirmation on walking the dog. It seems possible. It seems like uncertainty. I would say 60%. So I would say it's most likely to happen. But the energy towards you feels quite positive. Gaskin Charity, hello and welcome. Ella says, can I ask for Andrea's current feelings for me, and if I can get a love card? Yes. So Andrea's current feelings are, not much has changed. I wouldn't say it's stagnant, I would just say it's growing slowly, but it is on a positive trajectory still. It just seems a bit slow. But let's do a love card and maybe we get more information here. Engagement. Okay. So we have, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So as always, engagement can be more like if you are single, you meet someone. If you've met someone, you get into an official relationship. If you're in an official relationship, you get engaged. If you're engaged, you might plan the wedding. It's all about that next level, leveling up. But you're already kind of in a relationship, so maybe engagement is actually on the cards. So that's very interesting. Let's see. I'm getting so many compliments today, guys. I greatly appreciate you. Samir says, sweet, gorgeous Venus, you're awesome. Very kind, pure, divine soul. Lots of love and blessings for you. Same to you. I know I don't see all of you guys all the time, unless you send your pictures for auras or we connect on a one-on-one call. But your energy is very beautiful, and I can tell that. I know that. I can see that. I feel like putting the hood of my cape up. Um, I barely ever wear this, but I might stop wearing it because it's really, really warm. But yeah, I feel a little bit like I'm in a secret society. Secret frequency, secret society. If you would like to join, there are a few um, hoops to jump through to join, a few sacrifices to be made. Um, Miss Venus says, I almost missed you. Well, you have kind of missed me because I'm jumping off, I'm really sorry to say. Um, how does my twin flame feel on Fitbod or Hangout on Friday? Okay. Getting a pretty positive energy on that. Feels very, again, I'm getting like hopeful. Feels very positive, very hopeful, very kind of it's a sweet energy. Like I would really explain it as sweet. I hope that makes sense. And then when am I going to see my twin flame again? Miss Venus also says. It feels like it won't be too long. I feel like 3 weeks is a maximum. 3 weeks is a maximum that's coming through. KZ, hello and welcome. Who says hey now? Sunrise. When will I meet my future spouse? I'm guessing towards the end of 2027. Towards the end of 2027. Rain says, oh, where in America? So I believe I will be staying mainly in Nevada. But I'm going to a disclosure conference in LA. And I actually have a friend who used to live in the UK, who now lives in LA, who I have not seen since she moved to LA. So I'm going to take a day before or after the conference to spend time with her, so that's going to be lovely. But what I'm trying to do is I'm not sure of the road trip. I'm really not sure. But when I do, I have a little bit of a plan of the route that we'll take. I'm going to ask all of the American members and subscribers and clients whereabouts in America they're from. I'm going to try my best to meet some of you if I can. I would love to. I googled how far away Jasmine is, and she's very, very far. I wish and I hope that I could meet her maybe one day. I'm sure I'll go back, but I'll be there for 3 months, so who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, you know? So we'll also be going to Germany and Bosnia. So I don't know if you have any German or Bosnia members, subscribers, but if we do, you guys too. Raina's birthday today? Oh my gosh! Can we also say happy birthday to Rain in the chat? I need a diary of like all of you guys' birthdays, because after I first ask for the birthday and I connect with your energy, the birthday leaves my mind and I'm just connected to the energy. And I oh my gosh, I wish I could remember everybody's birthdays. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I did not wish you a happy birthday. And please guys, wish Rain a happy birthday in the chat. I would greatly appreciate that. And let's do I'm going to do a love card. Let's have love energy for the birthday. Love energy. True love. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So the romance of a lifetime coming to you. Maybe a bit of a birthday blessing. Not that it's going to be right now and right today, but still, positive energy on a love path. As I have seen that. Miss Venus says twin flames intentions with me and most like actions towards me now. I do feel like there's real and true consideration of long-term relationship. I do really feel that. And yeah, most likely actions I feel like just trying to keep up meeting in person, trying to keep up the connection, trying to keep up communication, all of those things, you know? Just trying to keep it up, keep momentum going. Samina says, how can we balance our chakras if they're out of balance? So there's meditations you can do, there's foods you can eat, there's mantras, there's yoga poses, dance. can help. There's tons of different things that we can do that can help, but I would always recommend cleansers and Reiki to begin with. If you get a cleanser or you get Reiki, you can then move on to upkeeping. So everything will be released in a cleanser. Then you can just upkeep your positive energy with meditations or whatever your practice is, yoga. I would always recommend. I always recommend starting with a cleanser. Gosh, I can't speak. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate the motivation. Miss Venus, I'm intrigued with this question. What did my twin flame think about what we looked into the pattern app astrology, especially in parts that talk about our magnetic connection and destiny? I feel like there isn't full belief in it, but I feel like there's a happiness that it's positive connection. I feel like there's kind of like, oh gosh, at least it didn't say we're not right for each other. I feel like there's a happiness around it. I wouldn't say full belief, but I do feel a happiness. Rain, yes, you can have a yin yang. Cosmic and purpose. So this, again, I'm feeling a lot of starseed energy come through today, which is very nice. So you may be drawn a little bit more to your cosmic purpose, which would be, we have our life lessons to learn for our true soul, filters through from like source energy, but we also have the lessons to learn from any, if we are starseeds, if we do have ET past lives, we can be put here with a certain mission or certain purpose, and that certain mission, the starseed one, may become clear to you very soon. So that's nice. Jasmine says so she is snooping on his socials trying to figure out who he's checking out. Me and him have never spoken on social media and we never added each other either. But he's definitely looked at you and tried to find you. So, but also with people you may know, if you have someone's number or email or anything that's linked to anything online, you can show up in people you may know, even if you haven't actually connected on that app. So you've probably shown up somehow with some connection on the people you may know, and he's probably checked you out, without you knowing that, and then she's discovered that. Ishtak, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but hello and welcome. Will I get a job universal officer? Okay. I'm actually getting a yes on that, and hello, it's very nice to see new people. It's very nice to see new people. Rain, you're very welcome. Should I start voice lessons, Rain says? I get a no on that, but I only get a no on it for the current moment. It feels like something you might do more further down the line. It doesn't feel like something that's meant to be in the current moment. Oh, sorry. I have a super chat and I didn't see it. But I didn't see the question. Oh my. Oh, thank you guys for saying happy birthday to Rain. I greatly appreciate that. Very, very sweet. Yeah, my chat is really glitching. It's like I have to switch between top messages and all messages to actually get some messages here. So Miss Venus, if you could repost the question that you've... Oh, wait, I think I see it now. There we go. My twin flame asked about my exes again, and I told him more details, and he asked if I was still around, and I kept it vague, but said that he may lose his chance if he doesn't hurry up. What does the twin flame think and feel? Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a worry that you're in demand, and even without mentioning exes, he does feel like, you know, you're an attractive person and you probably get offers, or you know, people coming on to you is the phrase I think we use. I feel like there's already a worry surrounding that, so I feel like talking to exes does give a little bit of anxiety, but I don't feel like it's that much. I feel like there is a little bit of confidence in the energy you're showing towards him, the connection that you naturally have. I feel like there is a bit of confidence in there. I definitely think there's a bit of anxiety that comes through with that, which is quite normal, quite natural. Yes. Carolyn! Oh, these compliments are just so lovely today. Carolyn says, you look so beautiful, your skin is flawless. Thank you for sharing your time and energy. It isn't, well, I'm kind of, I had a spot here, it's kind of just going. I never get spots, so when I get one, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's kind of just going, but yes. I appreciate that, thank you, I greatly appreciate that. Um, I do. The main thing is I just use water to wash my face. I don't use anything else, and I wear minimal amount of makeup that I can. Do wear a bit more makeup for stream though. I don't know. It brings your features out a little bit more, makes you look a little bit less washed out when you wear more makeup. So maybe it looks better than it does in person, but I hope not. I hope it does look good in person too. But yes, I appreciate the compliments. And taking compliments, guys, is very good for your solar plexus. So a lot of the time, I would compliment a client. Like I might say, "Oh, your hair looks beautiful," and they'll say, "Oh, it's a mess. You know, I didn't brush it this morning." Blah blah blah. They will say things like that. If you deflect compliments, that's bad for your solar plexus chakra. So take compliments. Be happy with them. You know. It's always nice, and it's been lovely to have compliments instead of trolls. And yes, big shout out to Rain for your birthday. Happy birthday. And I think that's it. If you're a new person, if you are a new person or you've only just jumped in and you haven't had a message answer, a question answered, please post it now because I am going to go in a moment. Peacock, yes, you haven't had one. Flower Beauty. Have A and AJ broken up as he's chasing me again? Okay, have A and AJ. Yes, there's at least a break or something like going on. Yeah, but I would say yes to that. Aishbury, my love answers true deep feelings for me. Okay, let's try and get to this. My love answers true deep feelings for me. Okay. So there is like a deep care there. I feel like there's an energy that could progress to love, but I don't feel like it's fully at a love level right now. I'll pull your love card as well. Let's pull your love card. Very soon. Okay, so you're getting very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that comes to you now. So when we get very soon, it's very much about like I was saying then, there is a deep care energy, but it seems like it's heading to love, like it's not there yet. So maybe very soon it will become more of that love, like strong love energy. But clearly deciding what you want so that comes to you, that's all about our manifestation and the way we're headed. If we're indecisive about who we want, there might be many paths open and we might not go down one of them if we're too indecisive. Clearly deciding helps the universe and the energies to be very clear about the path you want to go down. Be very clear. Remember, like, yes, I definitely want this person. Alignments might be beginning to be made, and then we think, actually that person's quite attractive. So we redirect our energy, and then the alignments are like, oh, what do I do? Do I keep going this way? Do I go this way? They're working with you, so they work with your energy. Flower says, is there any potential between me and RC, or should I let it go? There's potential, but it does seem very low. I mean, I would say 10%. I would not say over 20. I would say it's more likely to let it go. It looks like we have another super sticker from Rain. Rain! You shouldn't be giving me a super sticker on your birthday. It should be the other way around. Love, light, and blessings to you. It's so lovely. to connect with you on your birthday. I'm so glad I decided to do a stream and that you made it on your birthday. Miss Venus says, yes, you look so cute. Thank you. Thank you. The cutest nose and the cutest natural blush to your cheeks. Oh, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I think my nose was always something I was like self-conscious about when I was younger. But now I kind of feel like it kind of suits me. It's a little bit witchy. It's kind of witchy kind of nose. And my piercing. I love my piercing. I don't care about this whole TikTok septum ring theory crap, you know? I like my septum ring. But thank you, I appreciate that. And Miss Venus is someone I have definitely seen pictures of, and it's very, very beautiful. Miss Venus is definitely very gorgeous, soul and physical appearance. Yeah, Saj, I already said no to you. You asked the question a few times. I did say no to it. I'm sorry if you missed that, but I did get a no on that. I'm very sorry. Okay, so we will be jumping off now. With my head growing in size from all the compliments you guys have given me today. It's been really nice to have compliments instead of trolls. It has been great. I feel like I picked a good time for stream. I really appreciate the likes on the video, guys. I really appreciate the likes. So I have put a poll on, so if you are a member, please vote on the poll if you're available for channeling tomorrow. You can suggest a time as well. I can be a bit flexible with timing for channeling tomorrow. And the member streams, like the extra crystal balls and the channelings, are going to be planned very soon. Like I said, beginning tomorrow. So we'll light and blessings to you, and I really hope to connect with you soon. I hope enough of you can make tomorrow. But do suggest the time. Just comment the time that will work best for you. I do appreciate you reminding me of your time zone. I try to keep track of everyone's time zones, but it can be a bit difficult sometimes. So I do appreciate the reminder. So love, light and blessings to each of you. Rain, thank you so much. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. The compliments today have just been, my heart chakra feels full and I feel loved. I feel so loved. Yeah, TikTok is all of weird stuff. Yes. Don't believe everything on the internet at all. But bad eye and sacral and bit of connection. Yeah, so it's like we all have cord connections to people we connect with. A lot of you guys will have throat chakra connections to me because we speak a lot. And you ask me questions. We'll have throat chakra connections. Some of us even have heart chakra connections. Those of us who are soul family connected, I think you know who you are. Some of us have third eye connections. We're connected on a very spiritual level. Cords can be very positive. You know, cords are not always negative, and you have positive cords at the third eye spiritual connection. Sacral is more like a lust energy, or it can be creative energy. Sometimes you have a sacral connection to someone who you might do creative things with. You know, you can have sacral connections to your friends and family. It's just might be more creative than, of course, intimate. You know, but the heart connection, I think, is because there is some level of like love and care that you two have between each other. But I think it's low because it's dwindling, it's fizzling out. And Miss Venus says love shower for Venus today. And Rain, I think we should have a love shower for Rain as well, as it is Rain's birthday. But thank you, I greatly appreciate that. You guys have been so sweet and totally made my day, my month, maybe even my year. It's been so lovely. Yeah, it's always like iffy on streams. It's like, will I get loads of trolls? Or will I get my beautiful soul family come through? And today I got my beautiful soul family come through. So yes, you're all very welcome. I apologise if, you know, we're over 2 hours now. Oh my gosh. So I apologise if I didn't get to many of your questions. I hope we match up with a better time next time. But I do have some orders to get through. Yeah, I do have a lot of remote Reikis to continue with now, and then getting to any spells, readings, anything like that. Oh, Miss Venus, oh, um, okay, I appreciate that, I really appreciate that, but I would answer without the super chat. You do know how I always feel bad when members send super chats. I'm like, you guys already pay. Last question. How did the twin flame think and feel about being in my apartment again? Okay. There's definitely a sense of belonging and comfort, but there's also a kind of sense of strangeness. It feels strange, but I wouldn't say it's in a negative way. I would say it's kind of like, I don't know, almost like when you revisit, like if anyone's ever revisited that old like school they used to attend, or that old home, and it's like everything feels like smaller or bigger, or it's like some difference there, feels different. There's a strangeness, but I don't feel like a negativity attached to the strangeness. I just feel like it's, oh, this is a bit strange, weird, like a strange energy. But mostly, I would say comfort and belonging. I do feel the most energy is coming through. Um, Leela, I haven't even seen a question from you. Let me check. Leela, can you post? Yeah, I'm jumping off, but if you, well, I haven't seen any questions from you at all. That's strange. Let me see. No, I didn't see any. I think I've had glitching here today. I don't see any. So if you want to ask two questions, I'll answer them before I jump off. But I didn't see any questions from you at all. But hello and welcome, and I don't think I've said Happy New Year to you yet. So yes, Happy New Year to Leela. It's lovely to have you here. And I apologise, I didn't see any questions from you. So if you could just post two questions now, I'll answer them quickly before I jump off. Happy New Year! And yeah, guys, don't forget I'm very open to you connecting with me offline. My Facebook, Discord, and email are in the description of the video. And one more time for good luck, my website is secretfrequencies.com/shop. Even if you're not looking for anything right now, you might want to check out the things I do offer for anything you might want in the future. So Estela says, Miss Venus, you're so welcome. I'm sorry that I caught you kind of at the end. I'm really sorry about that. Estela says, will Peter stay in the UK for the next 3 years? It seems most likely. It seems most prominent. And you can ask one more as well. I know you've posted two there, but let's do three. How is the energy between me and Lee? Okay. Unfortunately, it seems a bit lesser. It's kind of like lowering a little bit in its energy, so I'm really sorry about that. It's there's still a connection, there's still a natural magnetic connection, but it just feels like emotions have dropped, or like thoughts of you have dropped. It's almost like you're not really fully considered right now. In the back of the mind, maybe a little bit. And then, so does Peter have any romantic feelings? Okay. Yes. They're a little bit low. I'd say mostly physical attraction comes up right now, but I see potential. I see potential with that. So yes, and that's Leela. I'm so sorry. I have not purpose. I will never purposely ignore anyone's questions unless they're spamming the chat too much. Like I said, if you don't have respect for other people and you're posting too much, I will skip you, but not all of them. But I'll just skip some of them to give other people a chance. But I will never purposely ignore someone fully. If you had no questions answered for me, some kind of glitch, something going on, because I would never purposely do that. But there'll be a members crystal ball soon. So if enough people can make the channeling tomorrow, we'll start with channeling. But maybe the next day we can do a members crystal ball. So maybe I'll do a poll for a good time for that, and hopefully, Leela, you can be on for that a bit longer, and I can catch you at a good time, hopefully. Fina says I did get most important questions at the moment, and I purchased. Yes, I saw your order, so we will get through that as soon as possible as well. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really apologise if you didn't get many questions answered today. But yes, I'm going to be streaming quite a lot this month because I don't quite know how America's going to be. I don't quite know how. I know I'll have Wi-Fi a lot, so that should be fine. But when I'm actually on the road, I'm not really sure. Apart from Mexico once when I was very young, I only really travelled to Europe, part of Europe. So it's going to be different. I don't know how my phone connection is going to be, but I'll work it all out. Definitely will be streaming. I'm not going to be skipping out on streams, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really hope to see you soon. Miss Venus says, while you are here in the States, maybe we should plan a trip to Sedona. Well, yes, so that's the one thing. There's a Sedona conference literally about 2 weeks after I go back to the UK. So I'm absolutely gutted about that. I wish I could like go and then come straight back. Like maybe I even will do that because I really want to go to Sedona. Dying to go, and I would love to make it for the conference. So it's so unfortunate. And I don't think I can extend my trip because I think 3 months is the most you can go for. It would be lovely if I could like come home and then come straight back. I don't know if it's possible. I would hope so. But if we do, maybe, like I said, if we do go to Mexico, there may be a way to kind of get around the 3 month thing because we'll be leaving the country. If I come back from Mexico, I might get an extra 3 months, so I might be able to go to the Sedona conference. So we'll just have to kind of plan that. But I don't have any kind of plan apart from definitely going to the conference that's in LA. I don't have any other plans. So anything is possible. Anything is possible. So putting it out to the universe. I would love to meet Miss Venus. I would love to go to Sedona. I would love to make the Sedona conference. If I can find a way to go to Mexico, get around the 3 month thing, I will attend the Sedona conference and I will meet you in Sedona. Absolutely would love to do that. And Wandering Causes, hi Venus, I hope you have a lovely time in the US. Happy New Year. I know we've already said Happy New Year on Facebook, but it's lovely to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful beginning of your year. And yeah, it's lovely to see you in chat. It's been a while. Miss Venus is very spiritual vibe. Yes, that's like the Coral Castle and in America. I don't know if I'll to Coral Castle because it's in Florida, and I know how far away the different parts are here in this. It's so different. It's going to be so different than the UK. Everything being so close here. Like to us, like 2 hour drive is a long drive. To you guys, 2 hours is like nothing, you know. So yeah. If I could get to Florida and Sedona, but if I don't, it gives me a really good excuse to come back. So yes. Um, yeah, if we can plan something, definitely. And like I said, I know if we do anything regarding Mexico, you'll be the first person I contact because I know, like you said, I'm able to connect with you there. Well, not there, but on the way there. Wandering Courses, I have a question. Would it be good for me to go into contact with the person I have in mind? What's in store if I keep in touch with them? Okay. So I'm guessing that no contact is actually not a good idea, and that there's a deepening of a connection further down the line with them. It might just be friendly connection for a while, but it feels like further down the line the connection is going to deepen. So whether that's like business partners or best friends or in a romantic way, it's not fully clear about how the connection will deepen, but it will deepen in an important way in the future. So I think if you want to keep a distance for a while, minimal contact, that's okay. But I feel a draw to really tell you no to no contact. That's all I will say with that one. Yes, so guys, I am jumping off now. Now I've been on for like 45 minutes longer than I planned, which I always love. I do love. I love being on stream. I wish I could be on stream for longer. Fortunately for me, I have bookings, I have sessions, which is almost what I want. It gives me, that it's my living. It's my living. So yes. Um, so love, light, and blessings to each of you. Happy New Year. I really hope that we can connect again. Everyone who's jumped in kind of at the end of the stream, I really hope that I can connect with you at a better time very, very soon. But I love you all. It's been amazing. It's been such a great stream. This has been one of my favourite streams, actually. And Miss Venus says 35 likes. That's kind of a record for me for a crystal ball stream, so that's amazing. Love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really, really hope to connect with you soon. Um, yes, I did answer that question. Ishtak, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you got a yes on that question. I did answer that. I know it can take time because I'm always behind in the chat, but sometimes you just have to have patience to wait for your answer. But I got a yes on that for you. I remember that. So yes, love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful January, and when I have, all of you American guys, when I have plans, I will update you absolutely. And you're very welcome. And do stay subscribed because we have tons of different types of readings all the time on this channel. Bone reading coming up very soon and channelings. So yes, I hope to connect with you again. Love, light, and blessings.